Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Elias and welcome back to Forever Stranded Lost Souls. In the last episode, there's a blaze there. We were working on our final preparations. Um, we have final preparations to go to the overworld. And part of that was building a nice little structure, which I think I finished. Did I finish this? Yes. Nice little structure, for a portal home. In fact, I think I'll keep it like that. I've done a little bit of research on what to expect with this whole process. And yeah, so today we're hopefully going to be making our portal and heading back to the overworld. Now, there is some concerns. One, we do have to fight a wither. That's never fun. There's also the issue of ender pearls. I do not have enough ender pearls, but I have been farming endermen a little bit. I'll show you the technique today. I've got a bunch of stuff, and we've got a lot of things to do. So let's get into it. First of all, I want to show off something that I kind of forgot about doing. So sifting with these meshes has been kind of annoying. Mostly because the thing we needed the most was bitumen, the crude oil, and that's a 2% chance. There is no other way to get this. It is a 2% chance. It's awful. And I went through a lot of soul sand. So what can we do? Well, I happen to have some books that are called Seed Fortune 3, and I can enchant. So I actually did this with all of the Seed Enchant books that I have. And that gives me 4 of these, which are now fully enchanted. Pretty nice, I know, but we put those down. And yeah, so these 3 are all enchanted. You can kind of tell, but they all have Sea Fortune 3. Now that's something that we'll probably want to get more of later. And if we look at that, I don't think it goes up to 4. No, there is Luck of the Sea. I don't know how useful that is, but we can make those books with the diamond meshes. That seems horribly, horribly expensive, but the enchanters don't really do anything else. If we want to get enchanted books, we can't even get the efficiency ones that way. There are ways to get various of the books a little bit easier, but we'll worry about that later. Get all of these enchanted to sieve efficiency, sieve efficiency as well as Fortune 3. Get the efficiency 5, Fortune 3, and sifting will be a lot easier. Not that we're going to need to do all that much of that. Now, the other thing I just started doing is I want to upgrade the cobblestone generator. Because we're going to want a lot of cobblestone. If we're going to go to the overworld, we're going to want to build. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. With the way that everything is in the Nether, mobs are getting kind of dumb. So I don't want to have to deal with mobs at all, if at all possible. Especially something we haven't had to deal with at all here, creepers. So creepers especially are going to be a concern. So we're going to want to make buildings and make buildings safe. So we're gonna get some iron, and then diamonds and emeralds. Luckily, I've sifted enough that I have a lot of these, as well as some more blaze rods. And the other thing that we're gonna grab, by the way, I got a heart container killing purple enemies. We have a nebulous heart. We'll probably get more of those. I've been getting friender pearls, which are not terribly useful to me, and infinity booster cards, which are kind of cool, as well as enderman heads, but that's not super useful. They don't have anything good right now. I have no idea what that does, but yeah, so these are, when worn, it will prevent enderman attacks. Interesting. There's also another way to deal with endermen, which I've learned. And I have been looking up information because a lot of this stuff is, well, it's difficult otherwise. So if I can make it easier on myself, I'm going to. and I don't have any qualms about looking information off. Anyways, cobblestone generator, tier 5. We also need to get a couple of levels so we can get some more hearts. Is it 3? Yes. Perfect. And then this guy will be placed right back down. Oh, I don't have enough. You know, it would have been smart for me to look that up. 36 building, 36 gathering, 30 building. What am I at? I don't think I'm close to either of those. No. 13. Oh, I always exit out of that. Gathering, 13. Yeah, so let's go ahead and put a point into magic. I mean, I do have a lot of experience. I also have a ton of experience in the mob farm because purple mobs give a lot of experience, and I haven't really, well, I haven't had too much of a problem dealing with them. So we can get to tier 3. So let's make a cobblestone generator tier 3. That's just a little bit of cobblestone, a piece of glass, water, and lava. All things I can deal with. Do I have any more buckets, though? That's very rude, Mr. Gast. I don't know if I have any more buckets or not. And I don't think I have another cobblestone generator. I feel like I should have another bucket, though. Where would it be placed? Where would I be hiding a bucket? Buckets are a little bit of a pain to make. So if I have one just lying around, it would be nice. None of these are... all of those are empty. And I don't see a bucket elsewhere. Okay. I guess... where else would I have had a bucket? There might be one down here. What else was I using bucket type stuff for? While we're down here, we might as well grab a bit of lava. Okay. I don't think I have another bucket. Currently, anyways. So we'll have to live with that. We'll have to deal with that. But, that's fine. What we can do is just grab, I believe we're going to need more buckets anyway. So we're going to need, what, 4? 5-ish buckets? So let's get, like, a stack of iron and a stack of string. And to make buckets, we need iron plates. And, I mean, we could just hammer them. And I think that's what we'll do. So I don't know why I came down here. Let's go back upstairs. Oh, man. But we need to go find Endermen. Endermen do seem to spawn pretty often, which is nice. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Let's get like 15 iron. Hammered into plates. That is going to use some durability, but that's fine. And then we should be able to just do this. And get 5 buckets. I'm going to need 2, 3, 4 buckets of water for later. We'll put those in there. And the string, iron. We're going to need a piece of glass. And some stone. Okay. So now we should be able to make the cobblestone generator. And I've been having a little bit more lag in this world recently. Not too concerning, all things considered, but it is a little concerning. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, now we should be able to upgrade this guy. And the reason that I want to do this is just so that it produces more cobblestone. We're going to want a lot of cobblestone for when we go to the overworld. And eventually we will get all the levels that we need. So we can use this one. And we'll go ahead and place this one down. Now the next thing I want to make, I've also looked into making sure that I don't make too big of one. We're going to make a dank null. Mark 4 actually. Because this one we can use. So we're going to need 5 dink null panels, which is glass panes, and it might have to be yellow, as well as gold. So we're going to need 20 of these. Let's try that again. And we're going to need 20 coal blocks, which is a little bit expensive. But what the dink null does is it basically stores a ton of blocks. Now the question is, let's go ahead and make 8, because I don't know, can we stained glass? No, we have to make yellow glass. Okay, that's fine. We can get some yellow dye pretty easily. We can cook up the glass, that's fine. And plants, do we have it? We have yellow dye. Cool. So basically what we're going to be doing here is the dink null allows us to store a large quantity of blocks without any issues, basically. We just store them, and that's that. So we're gonna do something like this. And then we can use them at will. I'm not entirely sure the exact number of blocks that one dink null can store, but basically it's a portable chest that has a ton of storage space. That's it. So that's what we're gonna use. That's what we're gonna do, and it looks like we have to use yellow glass here, which is not too big of a problem. We just gotta wait for that to finish up. Now, the other things we're going to need for the portal, we have the Nether pedestals. We can go place those. Let's go ahead and do that. Mostly just to kill time. We do need to kill a wither, and that's not going to be fun, but we're going to go somewhere a little bit away from the base just to make sure. And we're going to deal with that. So these go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. Now, this does make a portal in the overworld, so we can return. We cannot use normal portals at all. Obsidian portals do nothing. What are you doing? These guys have so much health, by the way. 55 hearts. That's a lot. That's a lot of health. And things are just going to get worse as we take more time. So let's get to the overworld. Let's get a perfectly safe base, and then let's forget everything ever, and not worry about the Nether as much. We'll have to come back here some for various things, but for the most part, we'll be okay to just not worry about it. We just need 5 of these. I had some glass panes. Let's go ahead and see if it works, but I don't think it's going to. Let's see if we put those. Nope. It needs to be yellow. It also needs to be the right orientation. So now let's see if this would have worked. It does not. It has to be yellow. Okay. So there is the gold dink null panels. And then we do that, and we get a dink null. So this thing, like I said, it has auto pickup. So if I throw cobblestone on the ground, when I pick it up, I actually don't know. I don't know how this works. Does it have to have one in there? But now it's selected. To open, no open key button set, extract, and okay. So now I can place things down. And I don't know if it will work this way. But there is an option for it to, yeah, so it automatically picks up things that are already in there. So that is really cool. Extraction mode, do not extract. Anyways, we can put a bunch of things in there, blocks and whatnot. And the whole purpose of that is just so that we can, we'll put the glasses in here. The whole purpose of that is just so that we can basically have a ton of excuse me, a ton of cobblestone, and then basically we can just store 1,000 cobblestone in here and not worry about it. So that's the whole idea. All right, I've wasted enough time. I have enough wither skulls. We have the reinforced obsidian. We have our shurikens fully upgraded. We need a little bit of soul sand. Not 5, 4. And we should be ready to go kill a wither. Now, I will be honest, I'm a little worried about this. Not gonna lie. But we're gonna do this over here. A little bit away from things. And you know what? In a bit of a cave. So let's just put this here. And actually I want it to be a little bit more open. But I want the wither to be somewhere where we can kind of deal with him without having to worry too much about our own base. So let's just do it right here. 1, 2, 3. Alright. We're going to want normal blocks as well. 1, 2, 3. And then we will want, I don't remember if I had the entirety of the bottom filled in or not. But if I could stop placing those, that would be nice. Oh man, I don't know why my voice is doing this thing. So this goes here. And just for not lack, but a little bit of unity there. Let's place those there. And 1, 2. Alright, so I have a little bit more, but I want to wait until... Actually, no. What we're going to do is this, 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 and then this. And then we're going to work our way back to the top. I am on fire. And we're going to break this block. Yeah, this block. And we'll put it back. So we should get it. Should not be a problem or anything like that. And here goes something. We're just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. And as soon as we place that, we'll have our wither. So here goes something. Let's back up. So it should not be able to escape that. If it does, we should probably be prepared. Okay. It's stuck and it's very angry. But let's just throw shurikens at it. Apologies for the sound. Oh my gosh. Yeah, apologies for the sound. But we have the Nether Star. That's all that matters. That was very loud. Like I said, apologies for that. Let's get rid of this. And I will say the Dank Null does have some issues placing sometimes. But yeah, there we go. We got all the stuff. We got a soul receptacle. Ooh, cool. That's really cool. We got some rocks, but more importantly, we got our Nether Star. So what else do we get? Knockback, enchanted scroll of feather fall, 4 heart containers. We need 3 levels, so let's Get that. We're going to have tons of health as well. But we have another star. That is really important. I want to see if there's anything. I am fumbling in the inventory. We also got some in Supremium Essence because the Wither does drop that. So we have the Nether Star, which is really cool. I don't think there's any quests surrounding that, but it is needed. And let's just place that. He does do a little bit of explosions around, but nothing too major. So we have our Wither killing chamber right there. We'll probably make one in the overworld eventually. I don't know if there's any sort of like easy Wither killing things, but let's at the very least get this back where it's safe. Now we don't need the dank knolls anymore. I already made that. Now we can't make the beacon yet. We have the glass. We need the ender casings. We have the blocks of black quartz. So let's get that. We have the diamonds. We need the ender pearls now, and I don't have quite enough. Now I'm also going to take the bitumen, and we're going to start processing that up. That's coal coke. And then, so that will go in the magma crucible. We'll get our crude oil. And then we'll go from there. So, magma crucible, do nothing. Actually, I can export that in there. And then we can get buckets of crude oil. So that is done. We have the crude oil. We have most of the stuff. We just need ender pearls now. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go out and we're going to, I'm going to organize inventory a little bit. Let's also take a bunch of the netherrack, and we're going to, oh my gosh. I'm going to need to look into that hotkey. And frame rate is going down. We're going to put netherrack in there. So yeah, we have, what do we have currently? We have 8 blocks of ender pearls. That is 2 ender casings. We need 4 more blocks, and we have a total of 3 ender pearls, which in fact we're going to need more ender pearls for the interior of the portal because of reasons. All this stuff though we're going to get rid of, so that stuff will go in there. Yeah, those are different things. We're gonna put those in there, and then this is plant stuff. Plant stuff goes in there. So let's go find some endermen, and then I can demonstrate my strategy, and we can test out the enderman head thing. So what I do, probably the best place to find endermen is actually this way. So if we head over, this area is kind of a pain to navigate. Oh, hello, Mr. Blazing Juggernaut. Yeah, 153 health. So that's, half of that is hearts. So let's just, you know, kill him. They're pretty easy at this point. They just have a ton of health. So yeah, there is an enderman right up there. Now, I don't like looking at them because they do have the ability to teleport me to them, and that's not something I want. Not usually. I think there's a lot of things over here, and I'm not entirely sure what all we're going to encounter. Because there is a ton of, I think it's mostly pigment. Purple pigment. Okay, there are some endermen. There are also some blazing juggernauts. So the secret to dealing with endermen, at least in this pack, I don't know why. It's the same reason for the juggernauts, the blazing juggernauts. But you literally just crouch, and you can kill endermen, no problem. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to act, and they really do act really weird. So that's what we're going to do. There's also something purple right there, and I'm not entirely sure what that is. There's also a blaze. So let's maneuver a little bit around. There's another blazing juggernaut. Please stop with the blazing juggernauts. I want to get over here. Oh, that might be a spore thing, because there are mushrooms there. Is that what's going on right there? Are all those enemies? Anyways, let's just knock him away at least. And there is an Enderman right here. So let's pop down here a little bit. And okay. Ah, Mr. Pigman, get away from the Enderman, please. So yeah, if you crouch and attack Enderman, they really don't know what to do. And I think that is because of something with the AI. They also will teleport around. And so what I like to do is I just uncrouch. And then they'll eventually find their way over to you again. But yeah, they act very erratic. Until you, like, he knows where I am, but he doesn't know anything about me. And he doesn't know how to, like, attack me. Oh, hi. And so you just, yeah, just crouch. It's the silliest solution, but it works. I want to get away from this area. Okay, he's over here. I can see him moving. Hey. Hey, come here. And then they also like to step in the lava a lot. Where are you at? I hear you. There you are. Yeah, it's a little bit of a battle. But oh man, I really hate it when they do that. When they teleport right before you hit them. There he is. He's almost dead. But yeah, you just kind of crouch and uncrouch, and then eventually he will figure out everything and make his way to you, and you can kill him. So, oh man, he died, and I don't know where he died. He died down here? No. But now we're going to have to get close to this thing, and I don't know what these are. Oh. Those are creepers? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what these things are. Obviously they're from the Nether EX mod. But there is a lot of experience here. I don't think they can move. I think they're like spores. But those are really weird. Anyways, unfortunately, I don't think we have any idea. I have no idea where that Enderman died. So I might look around for the drops, but if we can find another one. I feel like he was up here somewhere. Also the Juggernaut, who, again, like I said, you crouch. There's something with the AI that just does not like when the player is crouching. And I'm not entirely sure why, but it's exploitable, so exploit it, because these guys are really annoying otherwise. Same with Endermen, because they're so fast. So we have more heart containers. I also have 25 levels. Kill the purple dudes. Let's go ahead and boost gathering a little bit. But yeah, if I can find another Enderman, full suit gives us fire resistance and resistance. But I'm gonna have to go hunt Enderman, and then once we have all of the Ender Pearls, we can make the portal. We're gonna need a few extra. There was an Enderman over there for a second, I think. Anyways, we're gonna need 2 Eyes of Enders, 4 Ender Pearls, and 2 Blaze Rods. Now, Blaze Rods are not a problem. We have plenty of those. But we are going to need to get a couple more Ender Pearls. I think this actually goes back up to... No, this does not go up to the base. No, yeah, it does. We're like right underneath the base here. So yeah, we are going to need a few more Ender Pearls for the interior of the portal. There's a couple things we'll need, as well as an enchanted book, but we have plenty of those. So at this point, I just need to go get a bunch of Ender Pearls. We're going to need 12, 16, about 20. Closer to 18, I think. I think 18 is the actual number we need. But 20 should be good. It's just a matter of finding Endermen, spawning, and then killing them, and actually knowing where their drops land, because that seems to be another problem. With how much health they have, we really need to get either a much better weapon, which we can't use ranged weapons, unfortunately, or else I've got to fight them in better areas. But that is kind of random chance because of where they spawn. So I'll tell you guys what, if I don't find another Enderman here in a moment, because I want to test out the Enderman head, see if that works. If I don't find another one here in a second, then I will cut and go finish them all off on my own, and then we'll come back once I have all the Ender Pearls. So if there's an Enderman who wants to show up, that'd be really nice. Anyone? Don't think so, unless they're... This is usually the area I look for them. Big open areas are always the best, but not currently seeing any. I have no idea what those one creatures were. They sounded like creepers, but they were the spore-like enemies. Alright, so I'm going to hang around and find some Endermen, so I will be back once we have all the Ender Pearls. Oh boy, that took a lot longer than I expected. Endermen are not nice. So I kept having the problem of the Endermen I would find. I would start attacking them, they teleport around, and all that kind of stuff. But then eventually they teleport away. There's also a purple flame Enderman, and I want you guys to see this, because there's a reason why I don't like the purple flame enemies, and I'm not going to mess with an Enderman who has purple flames. So if we look, we can get up close. He has 255 hearts. That's 510 health. He has 6 armor. He has fire resistance, strength 7, and speed 3. That was 7, I think. So yeah. Yes. So yeah, I don't want to mess with that. Some enemies I will, and we did. So something I think is happening. I believe the Endermen are considered not passive. Maybe they're considered passive, but if you're not familiar with how the difficulty scaling works in this mod pack, basically when you kill mobs, you get a little bit of a tick of difficulty. There's a value in the background that's slowly adding. Hostile mobs are not that high. They don't add much, but passive mobs add a lot. And I think neutral mobs add somewhere in between. And every time I'm fighting these Endermen, my difficulty's been very quickly going up. We're already at 92. We started this episode at like 77-ish. So I don't remember if the Wither actually increased it or not. It might have. It might have put a leap of difficulty, but I'm not entirely sure about that. But yeah, we are starting to get compressed enemies. I've seen compressed blazes on the maps a couple of times. The other thing that I've started doing, at least for the minimap, for finding the Enderman, was you can go in and change the config options. So you can have icons. And I currently have, you can have large icons. Ooh, that's even better because that tells me about where they are. Oh, that tells me where they're looking. I like that for finding the Enderman, but for the most part, I just want the small dots because that tells me where they are in relation to me, which is a little bit more important. So, yeah. Something else that's happened, I think it's just because this mod pack has been running for a while, and it's not the best on my computer. It doesn't run the best. The cinders I can no longer see, so that's not good. But anyways, I have everything we need. So I have the 12 blocks of ender pearls, plus 6 extra for the other things we need. I grabbed the ender pedestals, and I'm going to put a bunch of this stuff away that we don't need. I can just throw those on the ground. And a little bit of a note, the Dinknall is really cool, but at the same time it does have its drawbacks. Scrolling past it is difficult because if you hold shift you change what block, but that's okay. Let's see, I've been getting a lot of rare enemies, stronger enemies, all that kind of stuff, and so I actually got some cookies, got a handful of cookies. It's kind of neat. Anyways, let's go ahead and make this and get this taken care of. So we're going to grab all of this stuff. And I kind of messed up, I'll be honest. My shuriken, I added sharpness to it when I should have waited because I forgot about the silver that I wanted to add instead of the paper. But I did add a bunch of sharpness to our sword. It is the sharpest. It can go one more. I have a ton of quartz, 8 stacks of blocks because of sifting for the crude oil. Anyways, we should be able to make the overworld portal now. So we need 3 ender casings, and there we go. 1, 2, 3. Now, are these used for a lot of things? Of course they are. These are so expensive. One of the first seeds we're going to be making when we get to that point is the Enderman seeds. I want Ender Pearls easily, but we take those, the Nether Star, and the glass, and that makes our beacon, and then beacon, red Nether bricks, emeralds, and Ender Pearls, and that makes the Overworld Portal. Now we have those. I'm getting out. Yes, yes we are. We are getting out today. And so if we look at our quest, we need 2 Eyes of Ender, 2 Blaze Rods, and 4 Ender Pearls. So 2 Eyes of Ender, pretty easy. 2 Blaze Rods, 4 Ender Pearls. And then if we look at this, we'll need to get an enchanted book as well. What do I want to use? Not efficiency, not fortune. A lot of these are really good. Fire aspect is probably, yeah, let's just use a fire aspect. I think the book has specifically protection. Is it actually going to be looking for a protection 2 book? That's slightly annoying. I have 2 arcane scrolls. I have books. Can I enchant? Can I put that on there? I'm not entirely sure how these are used. If I... What is this from? Better with Mods. I believe there is a book with Better with Mods. Let's see... I don't think I have it. Let's see if I can put... No. What about on a shield? No. Let's try something kind of standard. We have some iron armor. No. Okay, I have no idea what's going on with these arcane scrolls. I don't know how to use them. Now, the problem is, we need... It wants us to have protection 2, which is a bit unfortunate. how can we get enchanting? How can we get an enchanted protection 2 book? This arcane. This thing we could make. We could make that. We have knowledge, aka experience. Magma Crucible, Solidify, Fluid Transposer. Yeah, we could get that pretty easily. You know what, let's go for that. So, we're going to need 4 obsidian, a book. So this was not expected. We have a book already. We're going to need 2 more books, which is fine. We have plenty of paper and all that. And then we're going to need 2 diamonds, 2 lapis blocks. So we're going to be making the arcane escrollator thing in sorcellator. Okay, that makes more sense. 1, 1, 2. Alright, let's make some of the stuff so we can get the redstone, the motorcycle in the background, the diamonds. We could just enchant stuff as well, but I think this will be a little bit easier, a little bit better. So 2 lapis blocks, 2 Constantan gears. Do we have any? We have a little bit of Constantan. To make this, we need copper and nickel. So let's. I think we could probably get away with 4. Yes. Nickel. I have the 2 lapis blocks. Okay. I think we have pretty much everything. And then the machine block, which I believe, if I recall, is just iron block. Yeah. Alright, so let's head downstairs. Let's make this stuff. So the Constantan, obviously, is probably the hardest thing. But it's not. We'll get those smelted up. FPS is kind of hurting. Iron block in there. Alright, so we just need the Constantan gears. Is this gear press? It is. So we'll get that going. And I believe this might actually be a quest as well. In the thermal. No. Okay, that's fine. So I just want to, I'm just doing this to complete the quest. We have everything we need. And unfortunately, this quest book and this mod pack doesn't tell you exactly what you need to do. And it's a little bit, well, tricky if you don't know. Luckily, I do know, so I don't have to be, I'm not going to have any problems with that. So anyways, there is that. We'll get the arcane and sorcerer later. We will put that right here. And so we put books, and then the recipes in order to get, we're going to want protection 2. We need, what was it? I don't even remember. Vorpal. Vorpal is actually really good. Power. Vorpal gives you more skulls. Soulbound, Infinity, Multi-Shot, Fire Protection. It's just iron. So we need 2 pieces of iron. And then we need to go grab some levels. Some knowledge. And I think we can do that fairly easily. So let's grab the iron. And then we're going to head over to our... there's a guy out here, I'm pretty sure. Shut the door. I hear something anyways. We run away for a second. I guess he doesn't know about us. Alright, I want to look down because there was the Enderman, but I don't think he's here anymore. But we should be able to get experience buckets. We'll see if that works. Otherwise, we'll figure something out. Yeah, there is probably some things there that I can't see. I don't know why I've lost the ability to see some enemies but I have, and it's really annoying. I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, this thing does not have power, but it has knowledge. And knowledge is power, right? Oh, man. So we'll just do this. I'm going to go ahead and fill these two up with crude oil. And then we just need to give it some redstone, and that'll work. Alright, I don't know why my frames are being a pain, but let's turn that off. That should help. There we go. My computer can handle it a little bit better, but it's trying to be nice to my screen with the VSync. Turning that off, though, gives me way too many frames. Sometimes you don't want all the frames. Anyways, that should start powering this up. And I actually don't know how much does it take? Oh, it's only 1 bucket. Okay, well, it's just going to have some extra. So it's going to take just a moment, but that's okay. So once we have this, we will have the quest. The Protection 2 book. 2 Protection 1s, we can combine them into a Protection 2. I'm not entirely sure how many levels that's going to take, but we have quite a few. So it's not that big of a deal. And then once we have, so we don't need to worry about that anymore. We don't need to worry about that anymore. I don't even think we need to worry about any of this stuff. For now anyways. So here's the thing. Once we make, lag spike. Once we make the, that was a bad one. Alright, there it is. Once we make the portal and actually activate the portal, we're going to run into a couple of slight issues. One, I believe we'll be able to come back whenever we want. That's not the issue. The issue is going to be the fact that we'll have to be kind of smart about when we... Oh, cool. And there we go. Quest complete. Portal home. So, yeah. This is going to use up the crude oil. It will consume about 1 millibucket of fluid every 15 seconds. Now, I don't think it uses it when we're in the overworld, so that doesn't matter, but going back and forth is going to be a problem. Unless we want to get more crude oil. So we have all this stuff. Loot chest, draconic cores. I've got to see what exactly do the draconic cores take to make, and whether it's worth it or not. Empower, Superium. You know what? That's actually not too bad. I'm not going to worry about the draconic cores, because I also don't know that we have much use for them right now. We do have the mob grinder, which is nice. That is a good thing. We'll set one of those up eventually. And honestly, we don't need access to any of this stuff yet. Anytime soon, really. We can deal with things a little bit easier. Yeah, so that is a cool reward, but not one I care about. Let's take the middle loot chest and go ahead and claim that. So that unlocked everything else. We have Magical World, which we'll get once we go to the actual Overworld, which is a Otherworld thing. So we have to just go to the Overworld dungeon map in Portal and Hollow Guide. Interesting. And then overpowered stuff. We're gonna have access to a lot of things very, very soon. All of the quest lines are unlocked to us now. Let's go ahead and open these before we head over. Compressed diamond hammers. That's nice. Wow. Okay, those are powerful items. Neutronium, not for a while anyways. We do have to make this thing, which is going to be awful. But Neutronium is kind of annoying to get. And it will let us make a lot of really cool things. And then the Ender's Pearls, you can see the recipe there for that. That's going to be required for making Infinity Catalyst. They're also pretty good weapons. So I'm going to put those in the... Endless Pearl. I'm going to put those both in the miscellaneous for now. But that was a really good reward. Let's go ahead and dump off these guys. And we're going to grab a bunch of cobblestone. We're then going to pick it all back up. And that'll be fine. So, okay, we're almost there. We have water buckets. Let's head over to our... Ow. There is a special hidden dude in there. Yeah, there's a bunch of cinders and I can't see them. Now you know what my pain. Oh, hello, Mr. Juggernaut. Come here. Yeah, there we go. And then there's the Enderman. I don't really want to mess with. Okay. So I feel like there's... Yeah, there's more guys. I actually had a giant magma slime spawn in my base, which was interesting. Yeah, there's more cinders. I don't know why I can't see them. I've messed with particle settings. Hopefully that'll fix itself later. But we have the Nether pedestals. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have the Overworld Portal. We put that in the middle. Now, this does have a GUI, and we put the crude oil. And now I have to remember if it's like this or the other way around. But we need another crude oil bucket, so that's what we're going to go get. But yeah, like I've said... Oh my god. I can't see the cinders. Okay, I think that's all of them. Like I said, there is a concern about going back and forth because, yeah, this runs on a power source in essence, and what happens when it runs out of power? Well, we would get stuck, presumably. And that's not something I really want. Let's pick that up. And let's go ahead and store more knowledge. So we're going to take a couple of things. We're going to take some chests. And I think that with the cobblestone, we're going to drop off mob stuff. And relatively soon, we're gonna really work towards a applied logistics system. But I think this will be fine for now. And we're gonna make a very temporary base. One thing, actually, let's grab some glowstone. Let's grab like a stack. So I want to see something. Can I get glowstone from sifting dust? Yes. Yes, I can. Okay. So we can always get more glowstone. That is good to know. Anyways, we are almost there. I know this has been a bit of a long episode, but I want to do all of this, and then next time we're going to make the whole trip to the overworld, and we're going to do overworld stuff. So the next thing we need to do is we place on each of these a water bucket, and presumably we can activate it. Presumably. So before we go, we're going to take the rocks and take the netherrack. We're going to put those. Alright, well, here goes nothing. And it's working. Alright, you want to step a little bit back from it, because it will explode a little bit. Nothing major, but like... Alright. Nether portal online. We don't have too much, but let's head to the overworld. You get this really cool, like, effect. It is actually really cool, but we're going to head to the overworld, and we're going to just set up a temporary base, and then we'll start working next time on basically moving permanently to the overworld. Because that is... Uh-oh. That is a thing we'll want. Alright, well. we're just gonna pillar up because we are in an awful place at night. So yeah, that is gonna be it for today's episode. Ooh, there's a nice astral sorcery thing. And so next time we're gonna start here in the overworld, and we're gonna do some fun stuff, hopefully. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!